What's going on, guys? If you're just joining us, my name is Chance from Riggs Motorsports. It is my weekend, so I have some time to just work on the car or mess around in the garage. Bo's at work right now, so I will be lonely today. But I like doing this on my weekend. It's soothing, I guess. But I guess I will let you guys know what's going on. We just got our bottom of our head cleaned, so we're getting it prepped and ready for the new valves. There's the old ones we took out. We have this tool that just came in. It's going to help us seat the valves. So what you do is you take this little suction cup, you put it on the bottom of the valve, and you put this paste around the outside of it, if I can focus. Yeah. So you put paste right there along the outside of the valve, set them down where they're supposed to be. Take this tool, suction cup onto it, and you kind of just go back and forth. So the paste kind of just grinds away all the carbon buildup along here. And then from there, that should keep your valves seated well, and you know, you're not letting any blow by go or anything. So that's a well-needed part of the process. So what I'm going to be working on today is that broken lug nut right there. Some I don't know, tire place or shop broke it off in there broke a tool off in there trying to get it out, because I guess they didn't know that there was a special tool they needed to fix it or to get it off. But that is what I'm going to be working on today. I've looked up some ways of trying to get that thing out. Let me get better lighting. But I think I'm going to just try to weld a socket on there with our MIG welder over there, because I don't want to have to break out the TIG. But I'll just bring that, over here, set it down there, and hopefully it doesn't rain. I mean, we got a not little, but it's 10 by 10 rain canopy thing over there, so I might have to bust that out. Alright, so I found a 13 mil socket. It fits the lug nut pretty well, so I'm just going to use this one. We have a bunch of them, so it won't matter. And to make sure I get a good weld, I am just going to be grinding down the edges of the socket, just along the edge. So when there it goes, get it to focus. Grind down the edges on the bench grinder, and then from there we should get, I don't know, a better weld than if I didn't grind it down. And from there, I'll bring the welder out, see if I can get it welded on or not. And then just take a regular ratchet, just anyone, or maybe a breaker bar with it. Let's see if I can get that broken loose or not. It's kind of a boring day. It's more just a fix the car kind of day instead of a modify the car kind of day. We just ordered a K24 actually for the Del Sol. I ordered it yesterday. So it's going to be really cool getting that. We're going to be doing a build breakdown, I guess, maybe of that when we get it in. We might clean it up, like rebuild the top end maybe, since we know how to do that from the H23 head. But who knows, I guess we'll just figure that out when the time comes. I'm really excited. K24 is the same engine that's in my car, my Acura over there. And they handle boost really well. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. So keep watching, guys. Now the reason I'm grinding down the edges of the socket is I'm still learning welding, so I might be wrong about this, but I hope I'm not, or I don't think I am. It's to help clean up any contaminants on the welding surface. So when I grinded it down, it got me the nice clean metal that was underneath the dirty metal from sitting in our toolbox and, you know, just using it, things like that. I obviously won't be able to grind down the surface of the lug nut because that's stuck on the car, but if you could, then you'd probably want to clean that up as well, because I'm assuming that's dirtier than this one is. Hopefully I get a good enough weld though, so where it won't break off or it'll actually weld onto it. Hopefully I don't burn a hole through the lug nut or through the socket. I'm assuming I won't because it's decently thick metal, and I'm alright with MIG welding so far. TIG welding is a whole nother story. We're still learning on that, but let's go ahead and see if we can get this welded up. Now, realistically, you should be covering all exposed body parts, but since I am lazy and or stupid, I will not be doing that. Covered up my arms and my hands, got my mask, but shouldn't take too long. I'm just gonna do a quick, couple of beads. Oh, I gotta turn the welder on first. Now I got the socket and I'm holding it with a fucking crescent wrench or whatever. I don't know, not crescent wrench, clamp. Holding it with this so that way I don't burn myself anymore, because I'm tired of burning myself. But my legs are exposed. What are you gonna do? Let's see if that works. Well, it is a new day. I gave up on trying to get the wheel off. I just woke up and I'm tired as hell, but yeah, I gave up on the wheel. We're gonna need to cut it off because it's just it's that lug nut, it's stuck on way too hard. But we're gonna get a tool and like a Dremel thing to get it out. We're gonna Dremel out the wheel so that way we can get another tool onto it to get it off. But I know that's not a great explanation, but we'll show it in the future. So today I'm working on the head a bit more. We got the valves, a couple of them seated and grinded down with the paste. You can see those two right there. Those would be the exhaust valves. We have our tool right here that I was talking about, the suction cup, and how you stick it on, grind it down. I'll show more of that when I do the rest of them. And then on the other side we have new O-rings. I forget what they're called. These things right here. Valve seals. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. So I have a couple of them put on the other side, but not all of them. So I'm just going to do that for now, I guess, and then I will get the rest done. Here are the new valve seals I was talking about. They're all nice and blue. But you can see that compared to... Oh, it's kind of dark in there. The old ones... Oh, over here. Yeah, those ones down in there. Kind of hard to see, but they are known to, you know, go out, not work, or let a lot of shit go by, so that's why Hondas smoke. or at least some of them, but they are known to go out every once in a while, so good thing to replace them. They should get them nice and seated and ready for a few seasons of racing. So they shouldn't be going out for a while. But I still need to work on getting the other side out, the intake valve seals off. And to do that, first we're going to heat it up for a bit, just like 20 seconds or so. And then we got this little tool right here. You can see how it kind of clamps down on it. So it closes, and it has some grooves on the inside. So we can grab onto it, and then we'll just yank it out. But I gotta flip this around to do that. Alright, got it flipped around. This is gonna be kind of difficult doing with one hand, but let's see if I can do it. So we just heat it up for like 20 seconds or something, just to get any shit that's stuck on it, like on the underside, just to get some of it heated up and warmed up. Okay, let's put it down. And we get our tool. And then we clamp it down. And there it is. See? Just yanks off like that. And put it down there. That's what it looks like. For anyone who hasn't seen what valve seals look like. Yep, same process for all of them, and then from there, get the new ones in. I also forgot to mention that when you put these valves in, and you put this paste on, wherever it went, no. Well, you have grinding paste, and you put it on the outside of these valves on the other side, and you set them down, you get the suction cup, and when you grind them down, you have to keep them in that same exact spot. So you can't take this one, grind it down, put it in this one right here afterwards. Because when you grind them down, they create their own like grooves, little indentations in there that match each other. So that way they can sit perfectly. Well, there you have it. Finished the valves. Got them all in, and I got the valve seals on the other side in. They look pretty cool. Can't wait. It's getting me a little more excited now to get this head put back in the car and get that thing started for next season.
Bo here with Chance. I don't know if you guys remember in our previous video, I did a quick little teaser during the time lapse of the wheels, and they just came. The Buddy Club, the P1. What do you think, Chance?
I like them.
You like them? Made in Japan. Nice, very nice wheels.